Hey everybody, it's Abby. Today I'm going to do a tutorial of a pretty simple makeup look. I'm just going to use a few products. I'm not going to do anything too like full coverage or over the top, so let's just get into it. So I'm going to start by taking off my glasses. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so first I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Featherweight Primer. You can use whatever primer that you want, of course. This is just the only one that I have open right now. I have a backup of a different kind. I just don't want more than one open. And for this I'm going to use only vegan products, and I'm going to attempt to stick to brands that don't have a parent company, because I know some people get kind of aggravated at that. I used to be like that, where I hope that, you know, the brands didn't have parent companies. So let's get my brushes. So I'll try to stick to just straight independent cruelty-free brands. So, which Kat Von D is kind of in the middle. But yeah, so I'm using the Lock-It Lock-It Concealer Cream in L5 Neutral. Just put that on my under eyes and around my face. What was I trying to say? I would do, if I was going to do liquid foundation, I would do that first, but I'm going to use powder foundation. So I'll do this first. Just do a little bit on the center of my forehead. I don't have that much redness on my forehead anymore. I'm going to take the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend that out. And once I blend it out on the like immediate area that I applied it to, I'll just take my brush and kind of diffuse it over the rest of my face. Just because I'm not wearing a liquid foundation, so just give it a little more coverage. And if you like spot conceal before you put on a powder foundation, that spot looks a little bit darker once you put the powder foundation over top. So if you blend it out, it helps with that. Alright, that is done. So there's some weird sounding cars going by, but so I'm going to take the Kat Von D again, Lock-It Powder Foundation in Light 45. Yeah, I have my glasses off and I'm blind, so I gotta like touch the thing with my eyeball to be able to see it, okay? But this is in Project Pan, so there's not much left of it there. But I'm using this Eco Tools, I believe the name is all rubbed off, but I believe it's the Dung Bronzer Brush. It's just a really big, soft, dense powder brush, and this is great for powder foundation. I apply this to my under eyes first, just so that it kind of sets the concealer before it can crease. Alright, now that is on. And I think I want to try to fix the lighting just a second. Is that any better? I think it's too bright on this side, so I wonder if I can like turn myself. Is that like any better? Maybe? I think. Okay, so as you can see, my ghetto blinds in the background. Alright, what next? So I'm going to use this e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer. This is the St. Lucia one. and this is really affordable. It's only like $3, so I will use this. And for the bronzer, if I'm in a hurry, I won't do bronzer. I'll just like blind myself. If I'm in a hurry, I won't do bronzer, but I will today just for fun. This is the Real Techniques powder brush, but it's so big that it really diffuses the bronzer, because if you're pale like me, you're gonna be really careful and not, you know, get it everywhere. So let's take it right there, like on like the back of the cheeks, and then I will put blush like more up here. Then, I mean, like this product though, if you're pale, it's really good if you want to like dabble in bronzing, because it's almost impossible to get too much. I mean, like I'm literally digging my brush into it and it's not like horrible, but it can get a little patchy, so be careful about that. And also be careful to not like go too hard, like too rough with it, because especially if you're wearing a powder foundation, it can kind of, you know, rub off. So, and if I'm wearing like a V-neck shirt, I will bring it down a little bit just to where my face isn't a different color than my neck. Then I'm also taking this, I'll just use this blush just for simplicity, instead of using a different one. So taking that on this Real Techniques stippling brush, I guess whatever blush brush you want, but I just put it right here. I find this spot works best for my face shape, so, you know, whatever works best for yours. And this blush is also good because it's not incredibly pigmented, so you can build it up. Alright, and now if I'm gonna be wearing liquid foundation and I need to use a setting spray, I won't do highlighter at this point. I'll wait until after setting spray. But I'm not going to use setting spray this time, so I'll just do it now. This is the Kat Von D Thunderstruck Metal Crush Eyeshadow. And I will use this Real Techniques setting brush. All the names of my brushes are rubbing off. I didn't think I was that rough with them. I'll just put that right here. And pretending like I can see what I'm doing. Even this lighting, this is just like a really simple, nothing fancy. Oh, and then I will take a little bit of this up here above my brows. And then down my nose, just a little bit, not like as severely as, no, some people do. Alrighty, then on to brows. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimatebrow Mascara in Blonder Over Yonder. Honestly, I could probably get away with like the brunette one, but this one's okay. I have to get real close for this, so that helps a little bit by itself. I don't think I've ever just used this by itself though, just because my brows are sparse, like kind of toward the middle. But it's definitely a more natural look. But I'm going to go over that with the e.l.f. brow pencil. This is in the shade Taupe. One thing that I don't like about this one is that it's really, like, the I don't know how I say it, like the tip of it is more larger than like the NYX Micro Brow or the Anastasia Brow Wiz. But I greatly prefer the price point of this one. This one's like $2, $3, and NYX is $10 and the Anastasia's $20. So yeah, I'll deal with this one for the price difference. And there was a trick that I learned from somebody on YouTube. Maybe it was Tanya Burr. I don't know. I haven't watched her in forever. But if you go like this, it's easier to tell if your brows are even or not. So I usually do that, especially if it's like bright outside or something. And with this kind of look, I don't really mind if my brows aren't perfect because it's a more natural look. I'm going to have that Instagram brow all the time. Right now on to eyes, so I'm going to use the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is definitely a great investment. I bought this well over a year ago and it's not even halfway done, so it is probably going to expire before I finish it up. I just use like about that amount. I'm using this finger because that nail broke, so it's difficult to put on eyeshadow primer with long nails. So if I have one that breaks, I'll use it. Right, I'm not going to use a normal eyeshadow palette because it's limited edition, so I'm going to use a couple of these Wet n Wild singles here. Or I could use the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette. Actually, I think I'll use the Wet n Wild singles just to mix it up a little. So first, let me get my eye brushes. Okay, so first I'm going to use the Wet n Wild single in Brulee. This is just kind of my skin tone color, so I haven't used this in forever. I remembered it being more creamy than this. I hope it's not like dried out. Alright, then, so that basically just, all that did was set my eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to take this one in Nutty. Let me just swatch this on my finger, make sure it's not, okay, looks good. And then what I do with this kind of shade, like the shimmery taupe colors, I'll take the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I always say that wrong, Deluxe Crease Brush. And I will just take quite a bit of this, not like a whole lot, and then I will put it in my crease and blend it mostly in the crease, and then I'll take it down on the rest of the lid. It just, like in the light, it looks multi-dimensional, like you've got more than one color on. And if you want to, just take a little bit of that and then go like that to make it more like, you know, smoky. I'll just take a little brush, this Real Technique shading brush, and I'm like turning myself away from the camera. And then I'll just take a little bit of that and put it underneath of the lower lash line. And then the Single N Sugar. I use this kind of shade on this e.l.f. defining eye brush. Any more? And then I'll just highlight the brow bone with that. Ooh, that's like a lot. And then also in the inner corner. Also, you want to just not put it just right here in the inner corner. You want to bring it up. I'm so sorry about the lighting. It's not working out, but just put it like here, and that helps to brighten up this area. Does that help any? I don't know. I'm doomed to horrible lighting, I guess. Alright, now for eyeliner, this step is totally optional, but just take a little bit of that and darken up the upper lash line. This is just a brown, it's actually a brown shimmery liner, but whatever color you have works. What is in my eyelash? Don't know. Alright, and now we're going to curl the lashes. I have to curl them pretty severely for this mascara that I'm going to be using because it doesn't hold the curl very well. So this is the Pacifica Dream Big mascara, and you know, you can like twist the thing to make it, you know, do like a second coat with more thick for volume, but I don't do that just because it makes the not holding a curl issue even worse. Okay. Looks a lot better without this lighting, so there's that. And let me see for lips. I'll pick one of these Pacifica ones. Maybe nudie red. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, so this is a Pacifica Power of Love lipstick in nudie red. Alright, there we go. That's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it somewhat, and you can kind of see what I did here. But yeah, this is just a really simple look. I probably wouldn't wear this bright of a lip color. And this is not bright really by any means, but I would just wear like a more nude-ish or no lipstick at all. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, if you're interested in cruelty-free makeup or project panning or anything of that sort. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.